Hi, this is Jason McCann with Mountain Tactical. I want to show you how easy it is to get your rifle to fit you perfectly. Having the rifle fit you is important when you're trying to get the utmost accuracy out of your rifle system. You don't want to be putting any tension on the rifle as you're making your shot. So at Mountain Tactical, we've come up with this universal cheek piece system. It's easy to install, and you can adjust it to fit your face, fit your style of shooting. And also, like for me personally, I like the cheek rest to fall away a little bit under recoil, especially when shooting something, this is a 6-pound 300 Win Mag. I don't want the cheek piece to come up and hit me on my cheekbone. So I have this angled slightly downward. So let's dive in on how to install this cheek piece and how to fit it to your individual body structure. All right, so when you receive your cheek riser kit, there's going to be a few tools that you'll need to provide to complete the installation. Obviously, you'll have your cheek riser in the bag. You'll need a 3/16 Allen key, a 5/32 Allen key. You'll need a 23/64 or letter S drill, a 1/4 inch or letter E drill, a pencil, and your favorite drill. Now let's show you how it all comes together. Anytime you are working with your firearm, safety is paramount. I will remove the bolt for this installation. Even though I have a chamber flag in the rifle, I am still going to inspect the chamber. Ensure the firearm is unloaded and proceed by slipping the cheek riser over the comb of your stock. Once the cheek riser is over the comb of your stock, you can adjust it forward or backward until you find the position where you would like it installed. It is important to shoulder the rifle to ensure your cheek will not be on the edge of the riser while shooting. Additionally, check and adjust the location of the cheek riser if it is in a position that could interfere with the proper function of your bolt or safety. Once you are happy with the location of your cheek riser, it is time to mount it to your stock. Using your pencil, mark a dot 1/4 inch or 6 millimeters down and centered from the top of the adjustment slot. Do this for all 4 adjustment slots, taking care to not move the cheek riser. Now it's time to drill some holes. Starting with the letter E or 1/4 inch drill, make sure the center of the drill bit is on the pencil mark you made and drill through your stock. If you are installing your cheek riser on a synthetic stock, be sure to only drill through the one side of your stock. If you are installing the cheek riser on a wood stock, please use a drill press or a mill to ensure your holes are aligned perfectly with the opposite side of the stock. Once you have drilled your 1/4 inch holes on one side of your stock, turn it over to prepare and drill your 23/64 inch holes on the opposite side. As with the side of the stock you drilled the 1/4 inch holes into, be careful not to drill deeper than half the thickness of your stock with the 23/64 inch bit. It is important to only drill the 23/64 inch holes on one side of your stock. If you drill these larger holes on both sides of your stock, your cheek riser hardware will not function correctly. Once your holes have been drilled, test bit the bolt and barrel nut to ensure the holes have been drilled to the correct diameter and orientation. Clean any debris from the holes and work area prior to the next step. Slide the cheek riser over your stock. Be sure to have it in a high position and not fully collapsed onto the stock. Starting with the 23/64 inch side of the stock, slip the Delrin spacers into the adjustment slots. Use a screwdriver or Allen wrench to align the spacers with the holes. Once the spacers are between the kydex and the stock, push the barrel nut through the adjustment slot, through the spacer, and into the 23/64 inch hole in the stock. If the fit is snug, twisting the barrel nut will help it slide into position. Flip the stock over, making sure the barrel nuts do not fall out. Repeat the process of installing the Delrin spacers between the kydex and the 1/4 inch hole side of the stock. Once the spacers are in place, install the 1/4 inch bolts and hand tighten them onto the barrel nuts. Now that the drilling is done, let's head back to the studio. Using your 3/16 and 5/32 Allen wrenches, tighten the bolt and barrel until the cheek piece has enough tension to stay in place, but loose enough you can still move the cheek piece to adjust its position. It is important for the cheek piece to still be free to move for the next step. Pointing the rifle in a safe direction, move behind the gun and adjust the position of the cheek riser until you have an instant sight picture through your optic without having to change your body position or change the rifle's position. Take time to make these adjustments. You can always change the position of your cheek riser at a later point. However, the more time spent initially setting the cheek riser's alignment will save you time in the future. Making sure your body is in a relaxed and aligned position with the rifle is critical for shot-to-shot consistency. Adjust the cheek riser until the pressure needed for proper eye relief and sight alignment is similar to laying your head on a pillow. Now that the cheek riser is in position, use your 3/16 and 5/32 Allen wrenches to tighten the barrel nut and bolt while being careful not to bump or change the position of your cheek riser. I prefer to start with the front hardware and then tighten the aft hardware. Be careful not to tighten the hardware to the point that your stock begins to warp or break. This could cause quite undesirable side effects under recoil. Once the cheek riser is locked into position, be sure to do a final alignment and function test on the rifle system. Now go get some trigger time.
Man, this cheek riser's nice.
Yeah.